Hello, my dear students. Good morning. Hope so you are fine and you have taken yesterday enough rest as it was Sunday. So, dear students, welcome to digital classes. समय 10 से 12 वाला हर घर बने पाठशाला. This is your chemistry period and I'm your chemistry teacher. So, let's start our today's topic. Dear students, today we are going to study about the electrochemistry. Next topic, that is battery and its different types, or it is also known as commercial cell. Okay. So, as in my last live classes, I have with the help of flowchart, I have relate all the topics with each others, and now you know about the electrochemical cell, you know about the electrolytic cell, you know very well this difference between electrochemical and electrolytic cell, you know about the technically how we can calculate the cell potential with the help of Nernst equation, and you very well know about the conductance, electrolyte, this and okay, and there are two laws, important laws, that is Coriolis law and Faraday's law, that also I have told you. So now last topic of this chapter, that is battery. What is the difference between battery and a cell? As you know that cell is single electrochemical cell and battery is series of one or more than one electrochemical cell. Okay, that's why it is known as commercial cell. Why? Because it is series. We are just taking out the electrode potential or taking out the basic electric current from that battery. We need series of one more cell. Okay, as per our requirement, we are connecting the cell. I'm taking one example. Suppose a light in a torch is light in a torch lamp is glow with 3 volt. So by using one battery, one cell of 1.5 volt, we cannot glow that light. Okay, we need this type of 2 cell. Either we need one cell of 3 volt, either we need 1.5 cell. Okay, in which we are connecting these cell in a series, in which negative positive should be there. If by chance, by mistake, you have turned this cell to negative or positive, then the bulb will not glow. Okay, this is the basic construction that in junior classes you studied in cell. Suppose what is a torch? A torch is, in a torch, that one bulb is there, okay, and 2 cell or 3 cell we are using, and the connection is there with bulb with positive and negative end. Okay, the bulb will glow in a torch when the negative positive end is connected. If you might have seen in your family also, when your father, mother, or your grandfather, whenever they are not using the torch or in the afternoon, they are just taking one cell and putting it in other side. Okay, then like this way they will put this, if it is a positive or if it is a negative or positive end, they will turn this cell toward positive negative end. It means that very simple, the current will not flow in same terminal, positive. Okay, that's why the bulb will not glow and the cell will preserve their energy. But when in the night we are using the torch, we need to reverse the cell and we need to reverse their terminal, negative positive. That time the current circuit is complete, and the electron which is there in 1.5 volt, that will become 3 volt to generate this bulb. That 3 volt energy is there, and the torch will work. So this is very simple process that I'm going to tell you about how battery is working. Okay, so if you understood, now discuss about 2 types of battery. There is primary battery, secondary battery. As name is mentioned, primary battery, secondary battery. It means that primary battery is non-rechargeable battery, which is dry battery. Once we used, it will finish. Okay, a primary battery is non-rechargeable battery. It is a device in which a reaction occur only once, and after use over a period of time, battery become dead and it cannot be reused then. Okay, it produces electric current for a period of time only. With time, when no more current for a period of when no more chemical remain available to take part in the reaction, the cell will die. Whereas in secondary battery, the secondary cell after use can be charged and passing current through it in the opposite direction, so that it can be used again. A good secondary cell or battery can undergo a large number of discharging and charging cycle. That is your mobile battery. Okay, so there are 2 types of battery given in your syllabus, that is Lagrange cell, which is dry cell, which is general cell, in which one demonstration, one day I have shared you one video related demonstration of the battery, that is dry cell. Mercury cell, button cell, which is used in wristwatch. Lead storage battery, that is secondary battery, and nickel cadmium battery is also secondary type. So these 4 basic batteries we will study. One more type of battery is there, fuel cell, which is used in a rocket and aeroplanes. So that we will study tomorrow. So basically what we need to study from these 4 type of battery. Number 1, diagram. diagram is telling us construction. Number 2, working is this reaction. And number 3, uses. So in each type of battery, when we are studying, these 3 things we need to study. One is diagram or construction, number 2 working, number 3 uses. So let's start with the Leclanche cell or dry cell. Okay, this is the structure diagram of dry cell. So you can see here one metal cap is there, positive end, and one end terminal is there, second terminal is negative end. This positive negative you can get in every type of battery. Okay, so this is expansion space, this is zinc case, outermost case is zinc case, this is electrolyte solution. And you know very well, electrode and electrolyte are the basic 2 things that is making one cell. And this is the space top manganese dioxide, which help to generate the electric current from chemical. This is the carbon rod which carry the current. Okay, so in which particular cell zinc is behaving like anode, this zinc is behave like anode, and carbon behave like cathode. And the reaction is occurring at anode, zinc will lose 2 electron, zinc case is losing 2 electron. It means the loss of electron, it means the oxidation occur in anode. And at cathode, manganese oxide and ammonia, these will gain that electron and form manganese oxide hydroxide and ammonia gas. Okay, here particularly what is happening, manganese oxide is converting from +4 to +3. It means that it is gaining 1 electron, gain of electron is reduction. So manganese oxide is reduced by 1 electron to convert from manganese oxide to manganese hydroxide, and by reducing this electron it is producing 1.5 volt. Okay, so this is the basic working and construction of cell. It is used in a transistor and clocks, TV remotes, torch, which is in daily life we are using. Second type of cell is mercury cell or water cell. Button cell, it consists of zinc mercury amalgam atom as anode, and the cathode is a paste of mercury oxide. Zinc is amalgam, mercury, and cathode is paste of mercury oxide with carbon, and anode is zinc mercury amalgam. Amalgam is all those solution mixture, which is mixture of mercury. Okay, here outermost steel case is there, similar like this zinc case. Here outermost steel case, steel outer cap is there, top is there, you can say, and tin plated is there. Inner tin, zinc is behaving like anode, and KOH zinc oxide is like electrolyte, and this is cathode. Okay, basically this is the general diagram, but you can see from your book also. So what is the reaction now at anode? It is simple, zinc and hydroxide ion is losing, zinc mercury is losing 2 electron. Okay, and at cathode mercury oxide and water is gaining 2 electron and forming mercury and hydroxide ion. So it is very simple. Overall reaction, zinc plus mercury oxide forms zinc oxide plus mercury, and this reaction is producing 1.35 volt, which is less than this dry cell. Okay, so uses are in hearing aids, microphone, headphone, and in wrist watches. Third are the basic 2 type of primary batteries. Now we will discuss about the secondary batteries. In secondary batteries, lead storage battery is the one of the important battery. It consists of lead anode and grid of lead packed with lead dioxide as cathode. A 38% or 30% sulfuric acid is act as electrolytes. So when we are going to study about this battery, the lead storage is what? It is the series of cathode anode. You can see here very carefully, positive charge terminal, negative terminal. It is like a car battery or inverter battery. A glass vessel is there in outermost shell. Then 2 type of rod is there. One is lead rod, very simple, blue color, and that pink color lead oxide paste. Okay, so lead which is lead simple, that is negative charge, and lead oxide is carrying positive charge. 38% solution is of H2SO4 is there, which is carrying these electrode. So it is also the chemistry between electrode and electrolytes. So lead storage battery is basically the car battery. It is in which anode is Pb and cathode is PbO. So you can say positive charge is PbO, okay, cathode, and negative charge is anode, and solution of 38% of H2SO4 is there. Reaction is what? At anode, lead and sulfate ion is reacting, and it will form lead sulfate and losing 2 electron. These 2 electron is gained by lead oxide, forming lead sulfate and H2O. And overall reaction is showing lead plus lead oxide plus H2SO4 give lead sulfite and 2H2O. It is used in automobile and power inverter, which you are using in your home. Okay, next and last is nickel cadmium battery. Nickel cadmium battery is like a dry battery. It is also similar type of battery. Sometimes a dry battery is like this cylindrical shape. So nowadays you have seen that this type of battery, okay, that is like a little bit cuboid shape battery, that is nickel cadmium battery. Inside that, this is circular. I have done the cut piece of cell, this is cut piece, mean front piece. There are 3 layer. First layer is cadmium plated, which is negatively charged, okay, and the second plate is nickel plate, that's why it is called nickel cadmium, nickel plate, which is positively charged. So there is a reaction between nickel and cadmium, and the in between there is separator, and this is the nickel plate steel outside, nickel plate steel, okay. On the top, if you will say, there is cover in, like as usual in every cell. Rechargeable bent case is there. With the help of this, the battery is again and again recharged. Insulated seal cap is there, which help these electrolytes, which help the separating electrolytes with the circuit, okay. So in which this anode is cadmium, nickel is oxide is cathode, electrolyte is KOH. Overall reaction, cadmium plus nickel hydroxide will react, cadmium oxide and nickel hydroxide will form, and this overall reaction is rechargeable reaction. It can be reversed also. Uses, it is used like a dry battery. This was the all about from this chapter, dear students. Now I want to conclude with the help of this picture. So you can see here, one person is already on the top, second person is holding the hand of that person who is already on top, and third person who is little bit behind those 2 person who are already on the top, and the 2 person, they are helping the third one to just come on the top, okay. So this is, I'm going to relate. We have generally in classroom 3 type of students. One is topper, second is average, mediocre, third is late bloomer. Now here my request is from mediocre, they will take the late bloomer with them, and the topper who will pull and take both the type of groups with them. As I have made already the conference call system group, and 4 students group is there. So already I have distributed the group according to this, by keeping that one smart student, one medium student, 2 late bloomer, or 1 late bloomer with the 2. So it is my request from group leader now, that group leader will take care the rest 2 groups member also, related to doubts, related to suggestions, and whenever you are coming in conference call, so you have to take each and every thing seriously, and each and everyone's doubts, okay, so that we can clear. So dear students, don't forget to be busy on these digital classes. Don't consume your data only in playing social games and social network, just instead of using that data in online classes, okay. So thank you. This is for all about. Hope so you enjoyed the videos, and as usual, I'm concluding with that: stay home, stay safe, and be busy in your work, okay. Thank you.